Okay, boys and girls, we're going to move on to the next part. Number 2, circle the shapes that are rectangles. Circle the shapes that are rectangles. Okay, I'll give you about a minute. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to circle the shapes that are rectangles. That's a rectangle because it has 4 sides and 4 corners, and the corners are square. That shape has 4 sides and 4 corners, and there are no more rectangles. I'm going to put a square in every corner to show that they are square corners.
Sorry.
Here is a square. Oh, it is a square corner. Here is a square on this corner. Here is a square on this corner. Here is a square on this corner. Those are 4 square corners. Now I'm going to put squares on the corners. There's a square corner. There is a square corner, and a square corner. Very good. The other shapes will not make a square corner. There's one more shape, boys and girls, that does have square corners. Do you see it? Yes, good. Will you please circle that one? That one should have been circled. And let's draw the 4 square corners. Oh wait, I'm sorry, but that's not a rectangle, that's a square. So cross that out, that's an error. Okay, let's go on to number 3. Number 3, is the shape a rectangle? Explain your thinking. So letter A, is that shape a rectangle? Now that's the same mistake that I made right there. Is this shape a rectangle? I said, oh no, that's not a rectangle. How come I said it wasn't a rectangle? So I'm going to write down it is not a rectangle is a long word, but I don't have to work too hard because it's right there. It is not a rectangle. Rectangle because it's a good word to know how to spell, because it has 4 equal sides. Okay, it is not a rectangle because it has 4 equal sides. If you need to, pause the video to complete your sentence, and then you may start again. Is letter B a rectangle? Well, it has 4 sides, it has 4 corners, but guess what, boys and girls? On a rectangle like this one, remember it has to have square corners. Does this corner have square corners? Let me see, is that a square corner?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a square corner?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a square corner?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a square corner? You know, the corners don't really look like squares. I don't think it could be called a rectangle because the corners are not squares. So I'm going to say it is not a rectangle because the corners are, I'm just going to continue down here, not square, square. Okay. Let's go on to our exit ticket. Oh, for the exit ticket, write the number of corners and sides that each shape has. Then match the shape to its name. Remember that some special shapes may have more than one name. Okay, so here is a shape. You need to tell me how many corners, write the number of corners and sides that each shape has, and then match the shape to its name. And remember that some special shapes may have more than one name. So, I need you to tell me how many corners, how many straight sides, how many corners, how many straight sides, how many corners, how many straight sides, how many corners, how many straight sides for number 4. And then you have to match the shape with the name. Okay? And remember that some special shapes may have more than one name. Okay? Go ahead and pause your video. And when you finish your exit ticket, you may start the video to check to see if the answers are correct. Okay, boys and girls, I'm glad you paused your video. Now you're starting it again to check your work. Let's go ahead and check number 1. Number 1 is a circle, and the circle has 0 corners and 0 straight sides. And I'm going to match this shape with its name. Is this a triangle? Is it a circle? Is it a rectangle? Is it a hexagon? Or is it a square? Boys and girls, in my opinion, this shape is a circle. Here is a shape that has 1, 2, 3 shapes and 1, 2, 3 sides. So it has 3 corners and it has 3 sides. And the name of this shape is, you're right, it is a triangle. I was trying to trick you. It is a triangle. Good. Okay, and this next shape has I'm going to do the corners first. 1 corner, 2 corners, 3 corners, 4 corners, 5 corners, 6 corners. So it has 6 corners, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So it has 6 corners and 6 sides. And this, boys and girls, is called a triangle, circle, rectangle, hexagon, or square. You're right, boys and girls. This shape is called a hexagon. Now this, boys and girls, this shape here has 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. It has 4 corners, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. It has 4 sides. So then the name of this shape is a square. Okay. Very good. Now, boys and girls, some of these shapes have 2 names. Some of these shapes have a special name. So this shape here can also be called a a rhombus. And this, boys and girls, this shape can also be called a rectangle. Very good, boys and girls. Good job. Thank you very much.